This is a Speakeasy production.
Last time on Stardust and Dragons, our heroes made a daring escape from the mines before delivering Estrella the key to Jura's heart. The designer queen rewarded them handsomely with favored access to aphrodisia and a new mechanic shop for Lucky. Things are finally looking up as our story continues.
All right.
What's up, everybody?
Now that I've stumbled my way through yet another intro, welcome everyone to yet another episode of Stardust and Dragons. I am your host, as always, Brenden Hatcher. And as always, we have our wonderful cast with us. Say what's up to the people, guys.
What's up, people?
Oh, we are so back.
Hey.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah,
Oh,
buddy.
we're
We got
so
Christian
back,
Hatcher
guys.
playing Brenden Dionheart.
That is me. I am the half of the two short men and half a man as well.
Yes. And where would one half be without the other? We got Dan Wood over here playing Flip Odonell.
Oh, I'm just so happy to be back. Oh, it's already feeling warmer already.
Yes, indeed. We have Rayna Mcguire here playing Constance.
How you doing?
And rounding off our illustrious cast, we have Max Morin playing Lyrax Proudmane.
I don't know why you hesitated, but yes, hello everybody. I'm Max. I play Lyrax, the titular character, the pretty kitty himself.
Yes. All right, so we're just gonna dive right back in, man. As I said, things are looking up for our fledgling little party. In the days since you met with Estrella, things were pretty good. Lucky got a new shop. Again called Lucky's Fix 'em Up 2. In homage to his first shop. He's of course incredibly happy. He's got some new hires coming in, and he's already got customers, which is pretty great. The Tipsy Weaver is thriving, a full house every night, much to May's delight. She's able to hire a couple of part-timers as well, some little high schoolers, to do some part-time work, and of course, her motherly side comes out. She's incredibly happy.
Go ahead, May. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Can I roll for working there one night? See how many tips I get?
Oh my gosh. Lyrax just can't help himself.
Old habits die hard.
I need to redeem myself
Lyrax,
from episode 1.
Not only can you roll Lyrax, you can roll with advantage.
Can I use guidance too? My new spell?
No, we haven't gotten it.
All right, cool.
Quite
I don't have that yet.
Quite
just performance,
literally, Lyrax has the most money that you can have on a planet right now with a black card.
Hey.
Still decides to go.
Black
can't
card doesn't
take
work
the-
off planet.
You can't take the hustle out of him.
Mhm.
All right, that's a total of a 13.
A 13. A 13. Roll me a D10.
Oh wait, I didn't use my advantage. Sorry. Let me.
I don't know about
I love that we're back on D&D Beyond rolling.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Every
Okay, cool.
time.
Okay.
It'll be, we swear it'll be different.
The second performance check went through, and it's 22.
22.
Yes.
Roll me a D10.
All right. The answer has not changed.
At all.
All right, come here, D10. A 4.
Okay.
It's not the worst number. It's the most money Lyrax has ever made bartending.
You get 88 credits.
Oh my god, it definitely is. That's a good night.
Yeah.
88
Off
money.
of one night, not bad. Yeah.
Thank you, May.
So we know that Lyrax spends one night at least bartending. What else does Lyrax do in this little downtime you guys have?
Right. Yeah. No. There's a good bit now that we have this black card. Lyrax sees an opportunity to really get stocked up for the first time since he's kind of run away from home. Actually, so he
Do you kind of feel like back home again? Like you?
In a sense, yeah. I mean, I suppose back there it would be kind of just put it on my tab, at the at the palace. You know where I'm from. You go ahead. So in a sense, he kind of feels a little bit like that, and he goes around. He will first off, and I think this is the main thing he buys, besides maybe, I don't know, some snacks for the road. He gets a bunch of mithril, like as much as this shop that he finds finally has. Enough to make him a suit of armor and possibly have some left over.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a blacksmith's workshop in Aphrodisia. If you remember, Aphrodisia specializes in bards and the like, So yeah, finding mithril would be very easy for you.
Sweet. Yeah. No. He's gonna get plenty. Stock up on that so that can hopefully get forged for him by Brenden when he has a chance.
Okay. Anything else?
As far as shopping goes, no, but he's gonna finally learn how to use that revolver that Flip gave him, like episode 3, I think. Deep cuts this episode for Lyrax, but he's going back to his roots. He's finishing some side quests that he never got a chance to.
Okay, so you spent some time shopping, learning how to use a gun, some sharpshooter practice, and bartending.
Yeah.
All right. Brenden, what are you up to?
Yeah. Brenden is going to do a couple of things. His little legs is just going to be going everywhere. First off, he's going to go drop off some parts to that old little child that he faced way back when. He's gonna go find their old shop or their shop where he works with his dad, and he's gonna give him the battle bot arena
during the festival.
Yeah, he's gonna just drop those off with a little note that says for the kid that I can't remember this kid's name, so it's gonna be like for the kid with the bot, and just put it out in the front of wherever they are. He's gonna hop over to Lucky, make sure Lucky has given him all of the advancements and things and crew things that he needs on his ship, and he'll give him the black card and just be like, "Yo, Lucky, freaking ball out while you're here. Make sure you can pay your people. Make sure you can get the parts you do, but just enjoy yourself. We are completely even. I'm also gonna take back my 500 credits that Lucky took in the first place." Because he don't need them no more. So I'm going to grab those.
I hate to burst your bubble there, cousin, but that 500's...
Where is it, Lucky? You couldn't have spent it that quick because we've been here for 2-3 days.
Well, not all of it, but...
How much you got left? How much you got left? That's the question.
He doesn't say anything. He just kind of looks away and hands you 150 credits.
150.
Said, "Look, we got here during the festival, and they were gambling, and I was actually up, and I'm gonna
walk away.
One thing led to another.
I'm just gonna walk away.
As long as you're at the table, they just feed you drinks.
Hey,
Lucky, give you drinks. It's
Lucky, listen to me. You're gonna fix my ship for free from now on.
Look, your ship's
with
already
this
fixed.
Card. Oh, whenever I come back, okay? Because apparently you could just spend the money real quick on stuff that ain't my ship. So you're okay. That's just the deal. Here, take the card.
The deal was done. Look, it was my 500 credits. What I spent.
Do you want the card?
Yes, please.
Okay, now shut up. Take the card and realize that's the deal. Now I'm gonna walk away. I love you a lot, cousin. And the last things that I'm gonna do, like while we're actually on planet, is I'm gonna go on the ship. And I'm gonna just start building. I'm gonna go into the little workshop, And if you were like open up the door, it'd be like 30, 40 degrees hotter in there while I'm just like my hair's all up in the air. Like I'm basically floating around as I'm working with all these magical materials and stuff. It looks crazy. Yeah. I got on my goggles. I'm doing my thing.
Constant, what are you up to?
Initially, Constant will probably just follow Brenden around, just kind of prodding and poking at him, asking him questions about how he feels after his large intake of Stardust down in the mines.
Right. Okay, so yeah, that's right. You took a couple of doses of Stardust afterward, down in the mines, and
She still got questions. Constant's just like, what did it feel like after you took it? Like, what was that like? Your cells and stuff. Like, did you feel those? Like,
could I feel my cells?
Yeah, like individually.
Constance, have you ever felt old?
No.
It's impossible to explain what feeling old is like, but
Look,
that's
you give me like some adjectives, like maybe.
Creaky,
Okay.
old,
All right, that's
um,
little derivative.
dust,
Dust. Okay.
yes, dust is that's more of a noun than an adjective, I know, but dusty. How about that one?
Okay. In like the individual like particle kind of way, or just like kind of.
You know, I
Understand.
could. I don't know for sure.
Okay.
It hurt a lot.
I see.
I wanted to go to sleep. I was tired. Tired's a really good one. I was tired, Miss Count.
Okay.
Have you ever been tired?
I also got a point of exhaustion last time, so yes.
There you go. Then you get it. It was just more of that.
Okay.
Okay.
Extreme exhaustion. She's taking like extensive notes on this. She has never seen this happen, and she is fascinated.
There you go. You know, don't do drugs, kids.
interesting. Has Constant ever used Stardust herself?
I would say yes. I would say she has.
Okay.
She doesn't do a lot because she's aware that you can become addicted. It can cloud your mind. So she doesn't want that to happen.
And of course, you know, you've always had access to the Aurora stuff, the good stuff. So
Yes. But she also hears her mom in the back of her mind, like, don't do too much of that dust, you know. Like, don't want to end up like your Uncle Charlie. Uncle Charlie was just going places till he got a hold of that dust, and then we ain't been the same.
Is this Miss Mapo or your mom?
They're very close. They're basically the
Very
same person.
They both work at the bodega.
It's like, I'm sorry, what now?
Yeah, so she'll just poke and prod at Brenden until he probably gets tired of that, and then she'll probably go to some magical thrift stores, some little antique places, and get as many like bottles and bags as she can,
Awesome.
and
Alright.
probably set up a little table somewhere outside of out of the way of Brenden in the workshop.
Okay. Oh, bottles and stuff. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
start
see.
poking at all the stuff that she found and picked up down in the mines and whatnot.
I see. Okay, all right. Cool, Constant. All right, Flip, what you been up to these couple of days?
Flip is feeling kind of weird. He doesn't really feel like himself. But he does invest in the camera, and he's been trying to make the ship a bit more livable. Whenever he can get all the entire crew around, he is very adamant on taking a photo of everyone together. At least just one. So he really wants to get them all in. If he's catching them, it's like, oh, do you know where Lyrax is? Okay, well, we have these three, but... Okay, so he's all flustered trying to get a group photo to happen.
Lyrax is there. He just has like a 27 on stealth. No.
Imagine Lyrax is practicing his shots.
Hearing gunfire outside in the spaceport.
Flip walks up. He's like, "Hey, say cheese, Lyrax."
Please, Flippy.
It's like Lyrax like
Lyrax
aiming down a
Lyrax
gun
starts
range, like
closing with the
smiling
gun.
backwards and not looking where he's aiming.
Yeah.
Charlie's Angels.
It's like an album. It's like great one of Lyrax.
Yeah.
Baxter.
Album cover material.
But
Holding
yeah,
it sideways as he was taught.
he's trying to take photos of everyone.
Who taught
He's-
you that? Holding it sideways.
It was me. I
Yeah.
told him about it.
It was
Brenden.
Brenden who like shouted it from the front of the ship while he was learning.
Well, that's the thing. I don't have any knockback on my gun at all, so I can fire it any type of way possible, and it's fine because it's magical bullets.
But you at least know how to shoot a gun.
Of course, but at the same time, I've been an artificer my whole life.
He's like,
So
just
every
hold
one
it
of my
silent.
guns has just straight up been.
Terrible advice.
It's really impractical, but darn does it look cool.
Exactly.
I can't imagine how hard it would be to shoot a revolver. It's like
A revolver.
just like clock yourself in the face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lyrax tries it a couple times and then.
Roll a D4 of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, okay. Fair
You'll
enough.
get used to it, Lyrax.
Roll for recoil.
It's 2 bludgeoning damage right
Yeah.
to the schnoz.
You should see the other guy. All right, Flip. Is that all? You just want to try to submit some memories. I'm sure you take some. Lucky's not really a picture guy, but May definitely is. May is absolutely flattered. She starts posing and stuff.
Yeah, he'll take as many as he can and try and make a little book out of it. He's obviously helping Lyrax to shoot, which he is very optimistic for. They go to like a parking lot, kind of like driver's ed style, you know, just shooting at cans.
Flip and Lyrax, as you guys are kind of having this little session, you do notice you do see a couple of guys approach you, wearing those scribes robes from that little secret organization that you met in the library that one time.
Oh yes.
Um,
Well, hello, gentlemen.
Well,
And
lads,
Lyrax will spin his revolver, all cool like, and then fail to put it in his holster. And he's like, "Oh, fuck. I'm working on that."
function in form.
No, I'll get it.
You will. What can I do you for, lads? What you anything?
on behalf of Terwin, we never heard from you after your adventures in Dominarch.
Yes. Apologies for that. It was quite harrowing. You can let him know. I assume he already would know, considering we put his stones up. We put him in a very good spot.
Things are moving. Jura has demanded a meeting with the merchant lords.
I can't imagine why.
Hopefully he can't either.
Well, we are at least sure to keep our identities covered.
Jura's soldiers have been marching outside of Dominarch's walls. And he's been sending envoys to question people.
So
Not the
avoid
wealthy.
any.
Well, not the wealthy, of course, because they were all accounted for at Estrella's party, but
So, avoid any people dressed like they're from Dominarch.
I certainly would.
I appreciate the heads up.
I would fear for what would happen to the people who stole, what did she call it? The key to Jura's heart.
It definitely seemed important.
Jura Mortos is not a man to be trifled with. However, Terwin does send his appreciation for the little bit of information we were able to glean. Apparently there was some sort of a cave-in.
Yes, of sorts. There's a bit of a commotion. Also, a very large mining robot. I got quite familiar with them.
It rendered a number of the stones useless, unfortunately.
Really? Even though we took it out?
Well, no. Taking it out was, I suppose, for the best. However, we aren't entirely sure. We still don't know what Jura's planning.
Well, if it makes up for the loss of the stones and we can still receive our payment, I believe we gleaned a little bit of information from his assassin.
Which is?
I mean, I wouldn't give it over without payment, of course. I believe we had a deal.
Sir, there are greater things, greater forces at play here than deals and payments.
He raises an eyebrow. Oh, so Terwin wants to go back on his word. That doesn't make him very trustworthy in my book.
No, of course not. He'll reach to his robes and pull out a sack of gold.
That's very much appreciated. And
This
he
is
will... Oh, go ahead.
This for your troubles. However, if there is information that you gleaned from Kaylin, could be useful.
Yes, and he mentions, well, yep, I'll just say it. Kaylin, some of his last words that we got from him were to tell us about a soldier of undeath that they were making. One whose presence I actually sensed while we were down there. It's quite large, and I believe made of several corpses.
They look visibly disturbed by this information. They say, a soldier of undeath, necromancy. Okay.
Those are his words. And I wouldn't be surprised if it had something to do with all the mechanical stuff they had going on down there as well.
This is troubling news, but important. Thank you.
Of course. And he will take the sack. I do wish you well in your struggles. If there's anything you ever need, of course we can come to further arrangements.
Of course. He nods to you and Flip and turn and walk off.
Well, that went pretty smooth, yeah. He like turns to Flip and he like winks.
I really didn't think they were going to pay you for that, but we did our job, and even then, you got paid extra.
A little bit on the side, what can I say?
Yeah, no, good.
And
good move.
of all the merchant lords that we've met so far, I think, 3 out of 4? Darwin seems the most forward and, like, least shrouded in mystery.
I haven't exactly got any chocolate milk from him yet, but yeah. He's all right.
Sometimes flashy gifts make for a very blinding view of people.
Wise words, Benoit, very truly. Now, you can speak very well, but how well can you shoot?
Lyrax will turn and aim at the little can down the way and try and hit it.
Yeah, so you knock it out. You guys,
Heck yeah.
Regular Renaissance cat. Look at you.
I think I'm starting to get the hang of it.
Go back to your shooting lesson, and but you do notice as another day or two goes by that Dominarch presence does begin to get a little bit more, or I guess a little less subtle. They begin marching through the streets. People, not necessarily soldiers per se, but like, you know, definitely more like generals. You know, they're not wearing like military, like you know, they're wearing like suits, I would say, you know, and knocking door to door, questioning people, not necessarily nicely all the time from what you guys have heard, but yeah, basically May begins to get a little worried. She says, well, I hope you guys are staying safe out there. listen, I don't want to know. I don't want to know what you all were up to, dealing with the merchant lords and everything like that. But I just want to make sure you all are safe. That we all are safe.
I mean, if anyone does come and they have questions about our involvement with Estrella, maybe we just say that she was very excited by my performance in the Coliseum and invited us over and we hit it off. I don't know.
Well, I mean, to me, even if people come around asking questions, they're probably not going to be asking them of us. Because the way I see it, we're going to be getting out of here pretty soon anyway. I just had to be working on some stuff, but if they come around asking, about us, you could straight up tell them any people that you haven't seen or no longer on planet. I feel like we could take a little of the heat, but just don't mention us by name. Say with all the commotion that happened that night with the how many people stole the different ships and stuff like that, it was probably one of us. You know what I mean? Probably one of them, more so.
Well, all right, of course, I'll stick to the script.
You got it, May. And plus, quite frankly, it seems that we've been assured that you're a friend of not the queen, but the, what is it, the
Designer queen.
Yeah, the designer queen. There you go, Estrella.
As you say that, Klaus, the
my man,
kind of he's sitting at one of the booths. He just kind of holds up the glass.
I stand up on a little chair. The most interesting man in this bar. I'm telling you. I am telling you. But yeah, I assume while they were doing their shooting lessons and stuff like that, I was building Constance some armor so that she can not get hit so hard. And I took Lyrax's mithril, and I also built him, I think it was some armor that he wanted and stuff like that. I'm just getting back in the game of things.
In the old forge, huh?
Exactly, in the old forge. And so, if you guys were ever to come in at the time, rewinding all the way back, you would have seen me basically floating in the air with my hammer and crux basically just pounding on like what seems to be balls of light as I'm forging these different pieces of armor and stuff for you all. I'm just...
Are you shirtless?
Zone. I don't think so. I don't think anybody wants to see that. He's definitely like he's in his regular overalls. He might not have the undershirt underneath it, but he's just in his overalls and he is just going crazy. Now that
right, well, half the podcast tuned out after they heard you weren't shirtless. So
wrinkles and great.
I was
great
about to say
that's what the people want.
hey, he's in shape. He's an old man, but he is in shape.
Oh man,
They call that a silver fox.
Silver fox. Yeah.
Okay. But
Hey, Brenden, slaying all the Grady's out here.
That's all Brendan's doing.
Don't let
I
us
guess
see him.
talking to these folks. Oh my god.
We have to go back now.
Miss
Oh, my
Maple,
goodness.
Miss Maple, get a claws on Brenden. It's gonna be over with.
How you doing, sweetie? Oh, and who's this with
Oh,
you?
who's
my
your
goodness.
friend?
I prefer.
just
I like
slide
him younger.
Just slide cast it out of the way.
I have to work you out. Okay.
Is Miss Mapo normal size? That's the real question.
Yeah, she's a cobalt.
There you go. Everybody. Oh, normal. So kobolds are.
They're
medium, I
halfling
think.
sized.
Are they
So
halfling
they're short.
Oh, perfect.
Everybody's short. Everybody in this campaign is
made in
freaking
heaven.
short. But yeah, so that's what Brenden does for a couple of days until, like, I guess everybody's ready to go. He's just been chilling on the ship.
Mhm.
He doesn't really want to go out and see much more of the cluster. He's had his fill.
He's
He's ready to go.
all right.
But yeah, whenever the other two, when all of us, I guess, if everybody's good, right?
Just about. Only thing I was gonna maybe do is go to a tailor to try and like tailor the Shadow Assassin's armor a little bit, just so it's a little bit different. But then again, going into a tailor with a very specific person's outfit seems
Yeah.
you know,
That's
it's like
the
if you go into a
greatest,
tailor shop with Batman's outfit as the Joker, you're like, oh, I guess that's how that turned out. You know?
Yeah, you got that fairly. You got that legally.
You know, it's like, hey, weren't those people like wearing masks down there? Hey, was the Shadow Assassin's body? Yeah, I figured it just raised too many
Aren't three of
questions.
them really short?
Yeah, very specific.
I just found this laying around. Like it was crazy.
But yeah, so Flip is thinking about it, but he's probably just gonna wait for later.
Well, if it is magical, it should just, you know, that's how magic stuff works.
It'll take you some. We'll say it'll take you some attunement. You got to attune to it.
I gotta
anyway,
attune
so
to it anyway, so you know,
Yeah.
it's probably best. You know, we
It'll
can
take
do
you
that
some
first.
attunements. You can adjust some straps.
Can I?
You know what
can
I mean?
I,
You
can I
might get
attune a little
might
bit
get
to it?
you might get Brenden to like tailor it for you.
Yeah, can I
Yeah.
practice with that a little bit before we head out? Only thing.
Practice with what?
The attune to the
Oh yeah, for
armor.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess the biggest obviously. So when you guys walk into the ship, everything's clean. Everything's working. It's actually working better than when me and Flip were flying it and crashed it, because now we have like all new parts and stuff like that.
Is there standing space for me?
No, but you do see the start of a little thing. I go ahead and give you a bracelet, and I'd be like, at some point, this is gonna work. Lyrax, it's built specifically for you,
Oh,
but I'm not going to tell you what it is until it works. Just know I am on it. Okay, I see your back and the things that it's doing, and I'm on it to try and help fix it. Now, before we leave, I'm gonna rush over that. Before we leave,
he starts to say something. He's like,
Miss Constance,
Yeah.
have you decided on if you're coming with us or not?
Yeah. Do we have any idea where we're going, or are we just
Well,
getting out of here?
right now we're just getting out of here since everything's going on with everybody trying to kill everybody, but us specifically. But I just need to know if you're willing to come on the ship.
Oh,
what I
yeah,
do next is to
definitely
put-
getting out of here.
Okay, cool. And he holds up 2 little keys, and he tosses you one, and he tosses Lyrax one, and he goes, now, Flip and I have been on this ship for a while. We are completely fine with where we sleep. We have our own areas. But, and I will press the button to close the door. You guys are officially a part of our crew. So that being said, and he'll just gesture to 2 different areas on the ship. And they're not huge little areas, but they're your own little like beds, and they have like their own version of a door. The keys are more of a key fob, and so instead of like a door that closes or anything like that, it basically just makes a little like shield wall kind of thing that goes opaque and not opaque, that everybody can walk through. But if it's like opaque, obviously the door is like locked or you're in there doing something, and then you can unopaque it.
Like a screen.
Yeah, there you go. Kind of like one of those things. Like one of those electric screens, like when you electrify it, makes everything go opaque and
I just
unelectrified.
know Lyrax's feet hang off of his bed.
100%. I mean, it's still, I'm working on it. Don't worry. We're working on it.
every time we stop in town, Lyrax is like, yeah, I'm going to get a room somewhere.
Oh, I mean, they're not even gonna stay
Paying
for
the
dinner.
money.
No, you're not even going to use it.
But yeah, those are yours.
Thank you, Brenden.
talk-
Thanks.
That's very sweet of you.
And no, it's no problem. We'll talk a little bit more once we get into the atmosphere, or whatever sphere this would be, considering it is a cluster of different like crap. But and here you both go. I'll toss Constance her armor.
What does it look like?
So the look of this armor is kind of, so he thinks about like what you like to wear and how you like to be like, you know, closed up or hugged, like tight clothes and stuff like that. And so if you can imagine like a runner's shirt kind of thing where it goes like up your neck and it's like has like a little zipper. He literally put a zipper on the armor.
Nice. I got body armor.
There you go. And it's basically like Under Armour kind of stuff. It's really light for you. And it like kind of squeezes your skin. It's flexible for you and stuff like that, allows you to move. But it looks like a suburban housewife's tracksuit, only on the top portion of your body, though.
I
Wow,
think we
this
call it a
really nice.
tank top.
Well, I for the part
Like
it goes
spandex, I think.
There you go.
all the
Yeah,
way.
like it's like
What
all
he's
the way
going
down.
for.
Yeah, it's armor all the way on her full upper body. And then
Like a mesh weave kind of thing, you know?
I see.
Yeah. You just beat the metal until it got really flexible.
Thanks for these fishnets.
There you go. Well, you know, it works. And
No,
then
that's cool.
I throw Lyrax his armor. Let's throw his because his is a lot heavier, and more go like, hey, it's over there on the table. I'm not trying to pick that up. I'm old. I don't
It's
want
twice your size.
exactly. I have to pick up in so many different pieces. So yeah, that one looks. I feel like Lyrax had a lot more like talk about what he wanted his armor to look like. So I was just banging away, and then as he would want, he was like, "Oh, more this, more that. Oh, some more of that right there." And he
Well,
just,
Lyrax, do you want to describe your armor to us then?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's first off, it's got an attachment spot for a cape. If at any point one is acquired. But other than that, it's very ornate, but like sleek in a way, right? It's got black matte metal that just kind of fits excellently over his whole part. All the pieces kind of shift and move very agilely, very, I'd say, reminiscent of like, you know, French knights and the armor they would wear, fully covering plate armor, but like very dark. And as he picks it up, it's actually fairly lightweight compared to how much of it there is, because it's made out of mithril, which is very flexible, very lightweight and sturdy armor. So basically, for those of you that don't know, mithril is heavy armor, or it can be heavy armor that doesn't impose disadvantage on stealth checks. So this is like his tactical stealth armor. And it fits rather well under a bartending outfit.
Perfect.
It looks a little awkward on the shoulders, like he has big shoulders now, but for the most part, it's all right. He just looks buff.
he'll clap, push his hands off and be like, all right. Oh, yeah, and this bit too. And then he presses a little button onto the side of where Flip and Brendan's recliners are. And two newer recliners rise up out of the floor a little farther back.
The presentation. Wow.
And they're both leather. They're both leather.
Oh, I wouldn't have it any other way.
One's a little bigger than the other. Just a tiny bit though. It's still too small for you. It's still too small for you. I'm working on it, Lyrax. I'm working on it.
Lyrax, known for being considerably caked up, has to sit kind of like on the armrest just a little bit. You know how they have those fat armrests on leather chairs?
Yeah. You know, Lyrax is a cat. You know he gonna scratch that.
Hey, it's his.
As Brenden raises it out of the floor, it's already got
It's already started. I just find it hilarious that he didn't uninstall the broken chairs. He just installed two. So there's technically 4 recliners on
Yes,
this ship.
there are 4 recliners on this ship.
He didn't get rid of the old one. As you guys,
Perfectly good. It's got pull elbow brace.
Well, it has like my butt indentions. Like
Just
me, it's like
reupholster it.
they're basically ours. You know what I mean? Like it's perfectly fit for me and Flip's bodies.
As you guys
Hazard for,
continue to make preparations to leave,
Drowsy flying.
May calls you. More specifically, Lyrax and Constant. Says, oh, that lovely, sorry. Oh, you know that lovely, the mustachio gentleman in the very dapper suit.
Estrella's dad?
Yes. He came back with some parcels for you all. She'll hold out a tiny little box for you, Constant, and a very long, slender box for you, Lyrax.
Oh,
And there's a note attached to Constant's box.
Thanks, May. We gotta go, y'all. Get on the ship. Open it on the ship. I'm trying to get out of here.
Thank you, man.
just a second.
A
moment for pity's sake.
They might leave us. Come on.
He's honking the horn.
Lyrax is throwing wrapping paper off as we run.
Yeah. So the card, it's from Estrella, of course. It says, just a couple of parting gifts from my favorite people on all the cluster. I heard you were leaving. Shame to see you go, but
Love to watch you.
love to watch you leave. But hope to see you return soon. I hope you think of me, or I hope these items remind you of me. It says, E.
Lyrax opens it up, sees a sword, and is like, "Does this remind me of her?"
Well, yes. It's actually a very ornate sword. It's a rapier. With a golden. It's got a golden pommel, with a very intricately carved flower on it, and it's got a very thin silver blade. But if you look very closely, thorned vines have been carved into the metal that work their way around the blade up until the tip.
It does remind me of her.
Exactly. Constant.
Constance in her little recliner, she opens hers.
Yours is a very simple little bookmark.
Oh, I'm sorry, Constant.
No, it's nice. I didn't know she paid attention like that. I kind of feel bad for how suspicious I was of her.
I didn't know you were one of her favorites.
Me neither.
I swear, I'm gonna leave every one
We're
of y'all.
in the ship now.
She said she was on the recliner.
We're like 2 feet away.
Oh yeah,
You guys were like chatting with each other up onto the as you walked up onto the ramp. Brenden sunk into his recliner. He doesn't even know you guys are on the ship yet. Just like beep, get on the boat. I'm leaving. You guys are like, dude.
Flip is just asleep.
Already.
This is our relationship. Oh, sorry, it's the bad hearing. Yeah. Well, all right then. And you might want to strap up. Flip, he can sleep through this thing, but I don't know if you guys have done like one of our, our takeoffs for real.
Can't be any worse than the last one.
You're right. And I press the button. Yeah. So like as we start to rise, like before we got off, like everything just didn't go correctly. Like the rings barely spun and everything like that. But like as we rise up,
rickety.
Like it is a lot smoother than the last one. But the rings start to spin around as if we're the middle of a gyroscope. And we ascend higher and higher, and as soon as we get out of the garage, we start going straight up. And that's like one of the cool things about our ship is it can
Lucky
move.
and Mayor standing there waving, saying
Waving
bye.
back out.
You see the little kid waving with his jacket that's 2 sizes too big, so just a sleeve just flopping in the wind as he waves.
And the cool thing about this ship is, like, with the rings and, like, the propulsion system and stuff on it, it can go in all 4 directions instead of having to like turn and stuff like that. It's just like it moves in space and cool things like that. So we go straight up, and then the ship turns to give more like boost behind it.
Yeah.
And so as we get out into space and things like that, the rings slow down, and now they're just like circling around the ship. And I put the ship in a sort of just regular space travel mode. It has a couple of different modes, but we will get to the different ones as you guys hit the different situations. But right now we're just in a cruising mode. And yeah, as we leave, I think Brenden will, turn on his autopilot. He'll push Flip on the side and be like, "Hey, we need to talk to these two. Now that we are somewhat safe, I think we all need to talk and have a really good discussion."
Oh, exciting!
Like a waste.
The laundry done.
Yeah. And then
we're about to play Truth or Dare. It sounds like.
He pulls out a chore list. He's like, "Listen."
Well, and then the last little bit of the new things that we got on our ship since we had the black card, I press a button and both me and Flip's chairs turn and now it looks like there's all of us.
It's just a family discussion circle.
Little table rises up and it folds out and everybody can,
have cup holders.
Everybody's except Flip's has a cup holder.
Flip's chair turning around is a little bit slow. He's just like, "Hey."
like those little chairs that go up the stairs for old people.
Oh my god, please. Yes.
Flips is slower because it can go all the way across the ship.
That's the noise it makes too. Oh, please. If whoever edits this, Max, Chrissy, what do y'all edit? Please put that noise in.
We can hold for sound effect. I can just...
Yeah, just hold for like a solid 5 seconds.
He's almost there. Yep. Okay. I don't understand why Lucky didn't fix that, but okay.
It's probably low on the priority list.
I guess. But yeah. So, welcome to the good old Rust Bucket.
Lyrax pours himself some of that crown from before.
I guess this is as good of time as of any, but who are you two? Like, quite frankly, Miss Constance, I understand you're running from somebody, and Mr. Lyrax, you got nobility, whatever that means. Nobility. I really thought me and Flip's adventuring type days and stuff were not super far behind us, but you guys do seem a little younger than in your adventuring than what we are at in our stage of life, and that's not a problem or anything. But I have offered you spots on our ship, and that was because you guys helped us out. You helped save my buddy Flip. You helped us all get off the planet. All those things, but I think we haven't really met each other truly yet. And I think this is about as good a time as
fast.
Yeah.
And another important question: are you hungry? Do you need anything cleaned?
I don't get how that. Yeah, I guess Flip.
They have new rooms. I did do a little bit of cleaning.
Well, it's new. Yeah, there's nothing to be cleaned yet.
Well, the Rust Bucket kind of just exudes dust, no matter how new it is. Yeah, it's just the parts. You'll get used to it. It's just.
Okay, well, when we stop again, we'll have to go to the dry cleaner. But
I could go for some snacks and maybe we got them.
Chuck, go get some snacks for us, please.
Flip, thinking about the constant disgusting state of the Rust Bucket, he changes art styles. It's a never-ending battle.
just like Pet Hair shows up, but there's no pets.
No!
You'll get used to it. Chuck will fly off, just go to like one of the mini fridges and pulls out some banana milk that we got specifically for Constance, and maybe some cookies or something like that. Well, funny enough, you guys are seeing Flip and Brenden in a state of non-panic. in a state of just travel now, where like, for the most part, you guys have seen us under duress ever since you've known us. But for the most part, I mean, we are just two old dudes.
Well, yes, I guess that. I don't mean to ask a question for a question, but I don't think we really know you two either. I mean, you keep mentioning stories of war and strife and adventuring and the old days and such. I think didn't I? Can I make a history check to see if I place these two from the annals of history?
You would have only known grip and tendon. It's okay.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Because
Not that renowned.
well, they're more renowned in space. Your knowledge is more Achilles based. You're not
Fair.
too familiar
I know
with what
nothing.
goes on in the cosmos. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a +1 to history for a reason.
Yeah, we're two old men. We did a lot of stuff back in the day. We're known bounty hunters, I guess you could say, but you know, we could talk about ourselves, but I don't think it makes much of a difference now in this new age of stuff. You know, all the stuff we did was back in the day. We're not even at war with, you know, we're not even in the Stardust Wars anymore.
Oh, you were in those. I heard they were gruesome.
You know, we made our money just like everybody else during that time. It was just a way of life. Yeah, it wasn't horrible for us at the very least. It wasn't great either, but it wasn't great for anybody, right, Flip?
There are definitely things I am not proud of. But there are definitely more that I am proud of. It's mysterious and that such, but all in all, what Brenden says is true. We more or less did what we did for a paycheck. Soldiers of fortune, as it were. Not exactly the most honorable type, but not exactly the most
dishonorable either.
horrendous. You know, we have a code of sorts, so we did earn our paycheck. We didn't exactly cheat our way to the top, or looks around.
The middle,
wherever we are now,
middle-ish. You know,
I'd say comfortable
Solid 6
middle.
out of 10.
There you go, good middle-ish.
We have earned our lower middle class.
There you go.
Status.
But you didn't feel any loyalty to any side?
Well, Constance, it kind of goes back to what we were talking about way back when, right? People,
talked about a lot.
Well, it's more when we were talking to the people about stealing the ships and making distractions and stuff. And
when you incited a riot.
You keep saying it. I gave them a choice to do what they needed to do.
True.
Basically, what I'm saying
Right,
is...
I wasn't there for that, and it just kind of happened, and we haven't really had time to unpack that, but...
Listen, all you have to
understand... incited a riot.
All you have to understand is I gave people a choice, and the politics be damned. I think there's all of us wanting the exact same thing for the most part, with being in this galaxy. Everybody wants to, live happily. And the fact of the matter is, whoever has the most Stardust is the most powerful, who can buy the most crap, who can forcefully be happily more than other folks. Pish posh. The galaxy's too big to be on one side.
Well,
so you don't care who has all the power, just as long as you have enough for yourself. That sounds really judgmental. I'm just...
Oh, no, it's the truth. I mean, yeah. That sounds about right for me.
Oh, okay.
Being as old as we are, there are times
Lyrax will remember that.
I often feel guilt for our neutrality. But falling into a niche like we have, there are times where I feel that war is often easiest to look at or face. You don't face it at all. And we sort of fell into a pattern, Brenden and I. Essentially, whoever was paying the bills, they paid the bills. We didn't look into it as much as we had to.
And don't get me wrong, we definitely don't take those types of jobs nearly as much anymore. Quite frankly, we barely take any jobs of doing different things unless it is specifically bounty hunting, and even with that, we have a good bit of selectivity on what we do take. So the only person we're truly after heavily is Big Ben.
There comes a time when you fall into a pattern, like as we did during Stardust Wars, where chasing a target kind of becomes all you really think about. Where once it was just chasing a paycheck, Big Ben is someone we regard as someone in the supernatural. I would say so. There be many a times we had him dead to rights. We have caught this man, yet he disappears every single time. He gets away.
Magical means gone.
Unexplainable, perhaps biblical means.
It doesn't make sense. Mechanical gone. I will be holding him with both of my hands. I'll look down, and he's gone. Now,
blink, disappear, gun to his head.
We have shot him too many times for him to be. You know what? We're getting off track, but just understand. The only reason that I am alive at this, I don't even know how old I am at this point. It's because Big Ben keeps me. He keeps my soul tethered to my body.
Jesus Christ.
One day we will find him. One day we will truly capture him.
Okay.
Constance makes a note alive
Out of spite.
I'd like to insight check, I guess. Oh. Never mind.
Brenden's entire body runs on AAA batteries and spite.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's more of a morbid curiosity.
Lyrax believes you 100%.
Now with that,
So some necromancy keeps you tethered to this coil.
I guess. Big Ben was the reason that our ship crashed in the first place.
Right. We would have never come without him, technically. Never met you.
We had him dead to rights.
So
Well, I don't know about that last time.
Dead to rights. He was in my tractor beam.
It was close, though.
Okay, Flip. Whose team are you on?
No, I'm on ours. I'm on the team of honesty.
Okay, keep telling yourself that. Flip.
Again, it's Big Ben. So do we ever really have a dead that rights these days?
You know what? Screw it. How about this? You guys, why don't you guys go ahead and tell us who you are? We'll start with you, Constance. Who you running from?
Well,
Constance just been put on the spot like that. It's like, all right, now that I have you on my ship off planet and you can't go anywhere, who are you and what are you all about?
And now that you know that I'm an undead thrall, living on hatred.
Bloody neutrality.
Just pulls the spotlight and puts it right on you.
All I know. What about you, little one? Huh?
Yeah, she's feeling very much trapped in this recliner right now. This is not a lazy boy. In fact, this is an adrenaline-fueled boy.
The little you're strapped to the recliner now. No, not really.
well, I'm from Dalmar. Came from a family of miners. Okay, so you know how there's an war base on Dalmar right now? They're in the mines a lot.
Sure.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, we were there for a day.
I don't have any real estate
yes, I'm
on Dalmar.
pretty familiar with them,
unfortunately.
actually.
We know who Aurora is. You know.
Okay, well, they're there, and they're mining a lot, and so I was down there, a part of it, and I might have stolen something.
Oh.
What'd you steal?
Well, it's unconfirmed if she did.
I mean, it's probably
Yes, allegedly.
Don't know.
Allegedly.
Didn't
What
go
did you
on record
might have
saying this.
allegedly have stolen?
I just something they'd rather me not have, but look, I tried to work it out with them. They didn't want to work it out so much, and now I am hoping they don't find me ever.
You tried to work out with Aurora after stealing from them?
I mean, yeah. Aurora. I mean, they're good
No, they
guys,
don't
right?
really.
They.
Oh. And Lyrax points over to Brendan's.
Yeah, he points back. You see,
They-
this comes back to
Oh,
who's paying
wow.
the bills, Miss Constance. You know,
What do you
whoever
mean?
keeps my coffers full is the good guys to me.
Flip's face kind of scrunches up. And
Constant is very
he
confused.
shakes his head. Mm.
Eh,
What do you mean? They help the galaxy. They distribute Stardust to people who need it. And
distribute.
Oh,
yeah,
they.
like,
Who writes those articles?
I don't know. I don't know him personally.
Well, it's usually Aurora.
Mm.
I mean, you know, kind of at the beginning of the day, you ever hear that man on the radio? He sounds like coming from an old radio. Sometimes he messes up. You know, he works for Aurora.
I mean, yeah, they're like the leading development in like Stardust research. Is
Mm.
Yeah.
That-
Okay.
Oh, you know how he says that it's all ethically sourced too, right?
I mean, of course.
Constance,
Yeah,
let's
You
say
can't
that.
believe everything you hear.
Think about it like that. Aurora is one of the major players in the galaxy that help contribute to the Stardust Wars.
I mean, of course, there were players in it. They have
Yeah.
large stores of it, but that doesn't mean that they're like.
Who does the Stardust belong to? Is it the planets that it came from, or does it belong
The
to?
planets make agreements with with Aurora.
Well,
It's
well, Constance,
Agreements.
If I'm holding a giant
Yes.
pistol to your face, you know what I mean. You might as well say it. I ask you to
don't
come
have
on the
do that.
ship.
It's mutually beneficial.
Well,
Okay, how about
okay,
this? How about
Maybe.
this?
Hmm.
You're on our ship now. Apparently, Aurora is after you, and you'll be able to
Yeah.
see the galaxy and how the good guys work across it. How about that? Huh?
Okay.
Well, I don't know that much about Dalmar, but clearly you're from there. Do you know of the agreement that they have with Aurora? Is it? I truly do not know. It could be better than most. He looks over at Brenden.
Brady goes. He shrugs his shoulders.
It's
fair.
What's Dalmar getting out of the Aurora agreement?
Is it like 60-40, 80-20?
Or is it just like occupation? Like
I mean,
annexation?
It's definitely a boost to our planet-wide economy. People really didn't know Dalmar before. We were just kind of, I mean, not alone, but we were just kind of on our own. But now we're way more connected to the greater universe. We're helping them help the universe. We have purpose, you know?
Eh.
Okay, that's
I mean,
fair.
I guess if you finding your purpose with Dalmar.
Lyrax this whole time has sank deeper and deeper into the hands over head, bowed head mood.
He looks like like they're introducing you at church, the assistant pastor.
Yeah. If he had glasses, they would be flashing
There
anime
you
style.
go.
Yeah.
Constance is just very sheepishly taking in all of this. Like,
Hey, listen, Constance.
Oh.
It's not. Listen, we can't fault you for information you don't know. All I'm gonna say is,
Okay.
just listen. Aurora has paid us quite a bit. We've worked for Aurora, and we've worked for Aurora's enemies.
Yeah, you've made that clear.
You'll see. Now, what about you, Mr. Lyrax? Not to cut you off, Miss Constance. I just think that.
Nope, I'm good, actually. Very good.
How about you, Mr. Lyrax? You're a.
Lyrax takes a sip from his on the rocks crown. And he leans back into the lazy boy.
If you pull the side, it also kicks out a little bit. I know that you.
Oh,
You
feels
might-
really, it's
Not in
really
the mood for
comfortable.
kicking out right now.
Okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That is fair, I guess.
And he tries to prop up his elbow in a very thinking way, but the armor's just too low for him, so he's kind of
Oh.
over the side a little bit. And he just never mind. I believe I've mentioned this before, but I come from the planet known as Achilles.
Mm-hmm.
Achilles was unoccupied by any spacefaring races, corporations, or otherwise until several years ago. Very recent in our timeline. We saw these outsiders, the visitors, as some of us call them, approach our planet and our lush natural resources, and they made silver-tongued deals with our rulers. He looks over at Constant.
He still looks unsure.
And for every inch you give corporations like Aurora, they take a mile. And before we knew it, our proud capital city and the deserts of the north, the savannas that surround us, very soon became vast chasms of nothing, where their drills and their machines dug into it and extracted everything. And our people went from proud warriors, traders, to minimum wage making factory workers. And our people slowly forgot what it was like to enjoy sovereignty. As our rulers traded everything for full coffers, and a few of us decided that we had had enough. And talking yielded nothing. Trying to negotiate the terms of the contract, well, they weren't happy with that, so we turned to more forceful means. Struck at a few outposts, stole some Stardust shipments. Did what we could, but there were very few of us compared to the mega corporation that had sunk its teeth into our soil. And one night, they had had enough of that. And so the very verdant, lush jungles that inhabited the entire west side of our continent were burned down with many rebels and civilians in them. In one night, we called it the Day of Flame because it looked like the sun never set that night.
Have we heard about the Day of Flame?
No,
Okay.
of course not.
And so after that, I realized that just fighting with what we had here was not enough. And I left to try and spread word of this injustice, because surely there was a much wider universe. Surely there were more people out there that would help us. People that weren't Aurora on other planets. And I realized that nobody really cares. My planet's not the only one that this is happening to. In fact, I thought when I left and went unaccounted for, I'd be hunted down, but apparently I was too minuscule a threat. And in all my blundering and searching for heroes, people that would help me, I met a very generous soul named Monica Ash. And she took pity on me, saw something in me. And taught me a few things. The way to find your way around, the way to talk to people, the way to pick a lock or hide when you need to. And I learned a lot from her. One day she said I needed to stay and at a transfusion for a while, and she did something, and I haven't heard from her since. And that's where you found me, at her chain of bars, working the rush hour and trying to fund weapon supply runs back to my home planet. Which apparently, and he kind of, you know Lyrax by now pretty well. You see him kind of flinch a little bit as he recalls a particularly painful memory. You found me at my lowest. Just put it that way.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Lyrax, I can definitely say it seems that you have felt your brunt of your own war, so to speak. Your story isn't the only one in the galaxy. It's one of many.
I've learned.
Well, really one of many. Sorry to say. I am truly sorry. We have I've heard of Monica Ash and the things that she does. It seems that you did find a good patron at the very least, but it seems that you still have a mission. But what is that mission?
When I was talking to Estrella, that was kind of the grander deal I was hoping for.
Well,
but it seems like I haven't earned that yet either, so...
Well, even then, is it to save your planet, or is it to destroy Aurora?
I mean, they go hand in hand, don't they?
That's as long as you understand that, because you can't just,
You can't fight them in the open.
Well, you can't save your planet without potentially destroying others. And Brenden just, gives a kind of head nod towards Constance. It's why the wars, and it's why choosing sides, it's a lot harder issue and a lot more nuanced than people seem to make it out to be. And I don't know if, what me and Flip did was the correct way, but it definitely got us out of these moral ambiguities.
You see him drilling into you with his golden eyes as he kind of stares across the table at you.
Yeah,
I never had a choice.
Brendan's eyes remain soft. I'm not saying that you did, Mr. Lyrax. I'm just saying, listen. I'm not saying that we're here to fight all of your battles or anything like that, but I just want you to know, it's a big thing you want to do. And as long as you understand the magnanimity of it, I just don't want you to go head first into something that you're not prepared for.
I don't know if I'll ever be prepared for it.
Well,
I've already thrown away quite a lot pursuing this dream. I cast aside the teachings of my master. I essentially fled from my homeland. left my freedom fighters with him. And I have very little to show for it. Other than, and he kind of looks up at the ceiling, other than an oath with a god whose name I don't know yet. And almost 400 credits. A lot more money than I've had on me in a while. Oh, wait, no. 100 of this was for everybody. And he will
Lyrax,
reach into his bag.
Keep the 100 credits. Keep
I appreciate the words. But yeah, I'm not going to stop fighting them. Not ever.
Understandable. Well, if you guys haven't guessed by now, me and Flip are the two short men. We are willing to help you guys out a little bit here and there. Especially as, you are partners on our ship now. So for you, Miss Constance, in your endeavor to escape and to learn, your reclining chair is always there and ready for you. And for you, Mr. Lyrax, for your attempts to make allies. Be the David going against the largest Goliath, or army of Goliaths. We are well connected and can help you find some people. And hey, I'll hold up my hammer. I'm willing to help you build whatever you need built.
You've already done a great deal for me, Brenden. And I won't forget that.
Oh,
You too, Flip.
It's nothing.
Oh,
And Constant, you've been something I didn't know I needed in my life. And I appreciate you just as much as the other two.
She's been pretty quiet. Her face has gone pretty still. You'll see her mouth twitch a little bit. But she'll continue to stay silent.
I'm sorry, and that must be a lot.
Chunk will fly over and just pat you on the side, Constance.
It's a
Yeah, she'll get up and go to her. She'll be careful of Chunk, but she will get up and go to her little room. She'll close the door behind her.
it's a bit of an awkward silence on the ship as you guys sail through the astral sea on the cosmos. The tension quickly dissipates as you guys continue flying around for the next couple of days, and it's pretty quiet when Flip, you're sitting there sleeping in your recliner as you do when a noise you haven't heard in a while goes off. An alarm, a very specific alarm, a distress beacon. Wakes you out of your sleep.
Oh, what is that? What?
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 Flip,
no,
what?
No, what is that? No, we've heard that. That's the.
What is what?
Flip is desperately trying to remember the name of that siren. That's the. That's a distress beacon.
What the distress? And then, Brenden actually looks over down at the actual light. Because he's, again, Brendan's basically half deaf. How did I not? I
thought we got rid of
these
that.
buttons up.
Do we still have a distress?
As it goes, it starts to get louder and louder, waking up constant Lyrax.
I don't know. Maybe Lucky re-put it back on the
That
ship.
a terrible volume.
It doesn't make sense. Okay, I'm gonna just turn it
Oh,
off.
my legs are so sore. That was not.
Okay.
Don't let the circulation's all gone. Oh, pins and needles.
I'm gonna do a quick. I'm gonna put our ship out of the regular, mode that it's going in, and then I'm gonna put it in defensive mode. So basically, the rings start spinning a little faster, but they start focusing more on the front of the ship. All right, crew members. If you don't know that sound, that is the sound of a distress beacon. We don't hear it often because we usually don't keep it on. But I think Lucky probably turned it off or turned it back on. I don't know.
Someone's in distress?
De-stress.
Be in distress?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's usually what that means. And as Brendan's getting into defense mode, Flip is looking
Alarm's
for
still
like
going off, by the way.
he's looking for his stress beacon notes, and he's just like, what do I do with it? Hang on. Okay, no, I remember. I got it.
Check in the bag of holding. It might be down
No,
there.
I got it right here. I'm gonna and Flip's gonna try and pinpoint the location of the signal.
You pinpoint the location. It seems to be coming from a space station nearby. You can't see it, but like it's not that close. But yeah, it's basically sending out a SOS signal. No further details. Just it's a very rudimentary SOS signal.
All right, so do we want to go? I mean, there are pirates in this galaxy.
That is like the oldest like pirate trap I've known, but
Yeah, it's up to y'all. I mean, we're here to give you the lay of the land. We'll be prepared for whatever it is. But space stations can be fun. Sometimes they got casinos and stuff on them.
You think the one with the SOS beacon would have casinos on it?
in all likelihood it's probably a biohazard
Yeah,
or a hostile alien and or pirate.
Like a bunch of zombies have taken over the station and it'll be
What's the
horrible when we
ratio of
land.
biohazard to possible pirates?
Who knows?
Probably higher for pirates.
You're right.
God,
You're right.
Like only
Regardless, I understand y'all are younger adventurers.
I want to go.
Can we get in contact with them?
Sure. Let's. Ship that is SOSing. We have reached your SOS or heard it. One of our crew members very wisely asked if we could get in contact with you. What's your status?
You hear a bit of static over the
Definitely zombies.
over the communicator, and then you hear two voices. Sounds like they're kind of fighting back and forth over the
mic.
Over the mic.
Jeebus, no, it's mine. I'm supposed to be the one that's not. No, I'm talking. No,
I'm talking. I want to talk.
I am talking.
You gotta let me talk.
No,
I can talk.
They need to know. It sounds like one of them.
I fixed this. I fixed the distress beacon. It's mine.
Well,
fine. Talk. Hello.
Okay. So
Hello?
hey, whoever. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hi. I'm Jeebus. I need help.
And
Cletus. Well, you're not supposed to be on here.
we need. Can y'all speak
I need.
one at a time, please? We need to know if we're gonna come and help you or not, or if you're pirates or zombies.
Oh, I'm not a zombie. I don't think. But I might be. Am I a zombie? Cletus, am I a zombie?
No, you're not a
you
zombie.
wouldn't be
We're a
able to talk.
Dionheart.
Dionheart?
Yeah, I'm a Dionheart. I need help.
fudge.
My name is Jeebus Dionheart, and we have a ship. It's a really big ship, and our brother is
Hey,
Kirk.
hey,
And Cletus won't let me fix
You're
him.
good. I'm Brenden. I'm Brenden Dionheart. I'm on my way.
Great Uncle Brenden?
I
Grand uncle.
I'll put my hand over the over the mic. I put my hand over the mic, like flip.
You're right. So should I get the? Should I? Do you have the directory?
Isn't it your family?
It's somewhere. It's so massive.
I
It's so.
don't know if. Can I get my
Give me a check. Give me a history check.
Here we go.
Ask more.
Hey, I'll cover it for you while
Here
you
we go.
go look for it.
Meanwhile, Cletus
Nat
is just
20.
Like, hello.
This is the second
Hello?
Nat 20. I know
Ooh.
my family.
Holy crap! Yeah, this is Cletus, Jeebus, and Retus. They're triplets.
Oh my goodness.
they're triplets. They
Jeebus and Vetus?
well,
Retus, I think.
I guess we'll do our official introduction. For those of you at home, playing Cletus, Jeebus, and Rhetus, we have our
Friends of the show.
We have our Cletus, Jeebus, and Rhetus. Yes, friends of the show. Our lovely collaborators here. We have Illadine and Thorn from This Dungeon is Occupied. Say what's up to the people.
Oh, what's up, the people?
How are the people doing?
I'm so pumped.
I'm so upset.
Oh
I didn't know
man,
that these
my
people were
God.
coming.
the looks
You knew they were watching the whole time, and yet
on their faces.
It was like,
Oh,
oh,
it was
they're
so
just here.
perfect.
Just like
I
sway
thought we were
jacking
just
at
here
them.
for a live listen.
No, I've been messaging Illadine back and forth. I'm like, okay, so you got descriptions, all right, cool, blah blah blah. So yeah, they're gonna talk for a bit, but then you guys are gonna come in and yada yada. Like,
Okay, awesome.
great.
Excuse
Alright,
me, grandnephews. How is he hurt? Is he in critical condition?
Hey, Cletus, Jetus, and Rhetus. And Great
Oh,
Uncle
no.
Brenden is on his way. I am coming right now. I take
Cletus, Great Uncle Brendan's coming.
Wait, is he bringing Flip, the life partner?
I got Flip with me. They
Great
were
Uncle Flip is coming. That's what he said. I heard him.
Perfect. Great.
turned the ship into oh wow, this is great. You guys get to see all three of the modes in one episode. It turns from defense and all of the rings go flat against it like a little saucer, and we start zooming towards the distress beacon.
Oh,
All
thank
right.
God, it's more aerodynamic for space.
When a cat does like airplane ears, but it's the whole shit.
Yeah.
Lyrax
guys,
unconsciously, his ears throw back.
You guys go flying through the astral sea, straight towards this beacon, and you see this quite large, actually, space station. You guys, Cletus, Jeebus, and Rebus, do you guys want to describe y'all's humble little home?
Yeah, of course. So this is a space station that has been retrofitted to move through space a little bit easier. And by easier, it is held by hopes and dreams and duct tape. It has a large, powerful engine on the back that simply just pushes the station further along. But in the class of, or the category of spaceships, this is a snail pace. And on the outside of it, you can see some spray paint in bad handwriting that says Cletus's Charming Clinical Cabaret and Rhetus's Revolutionary Rotational Zoo.
They always have these horrible names. Rust Bucket is the only thing that it needs to be. Like, it's just.
I'm just amazed they remember me.
They
to
have
be
a
honest.
zoo. Well, life partner.
They remember
Apparently,
me. I don't
you've
know.
been invited to the family.
Oh
Wait,
yeah, he's been to some of the micro Thanksgivings every once in a while.
What's a Thanksgiving?
Don't worry about it. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn.
Brendan, will you just tie the knot with him already?
I don't like him.
Is this the time?
Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
very hurt, very hurt.
Should
Brendan, sorry to interrupt, but do we know what the distress is?
Well, someone's in critical condition.
Cletus, what is the distress exactly?
Well, we've got this confusing conundrum with Rhetus. He's indisposed. He's he's sick.
He won't let me fix him.
You fix parts, not humans. I don't want you to mess with the whole the human hands and
He's
the things.
not human.
Wait,
well,
are
the
you?
halfling things, you know.
No.
I can fix him. I fix the ship all the time.
Okay.
Is he a zombie?
Is he a zombie?
No, he's not walking.
Sleeping. Yeah, he's sleeping.
He won't wake up.
Is he about to turn into
You
a
will
zombie?
see the party. The party will see. The
Maybe let me
condition.
go check.
The party will see the condition when they get on the ship. But here, I think, is where we are going to end our episode as the party runs into these triplets: Cletus, Jeebus, and Rhetus.
Jeebus.
Amazing.
And this distress.
Don't
signal,
knock
what-
Jeebus.
What possibly could be going on? Well, you have to find out next time on Stardust and Dragons.
It has something to do with the zoo.
There's like 20% chance it's zombies.
That was Christian Hatcher as Brenden Dionheart, Dan Wood as Flip O'Donnell, Max Morin as Lyrax Proudmane, Rayna Mcguire as Constant, and a special thanks to our guests Illidan and Thorn, playing Cletus and Jeebus. And finally, our Dungeon Master was Brenden Hatcher. Stardust and Dragons is co-produced by Christian and Brandon Hatcher and Caleb Patrick. This episode was edited by Warren Griggs. If you like our content, the best way to support us is to find us on Patreon at patreon.com/SpeakeasyProductions. There you can find our Discord, art, and special deals on how you can get more involved with our community. For more information, make sure to look us up at stardustanddragons.com. And remember, our adventure is in the stars.